The Oakland Raiders, 31. The Kansas City Chiefs, 30. Thursday night, October 19th, 2017. The Oakland Raiders, in the final play, throw a touchdown. No, wait. Pass interference. Offense. On the final play, throw an incomplete pass. No. Holding. Defense. Ron Parker. Last play of the game. Derek Carr throws in the end zone. Incomplete. No. Holding. Eric Murray. For the fourth time in a row. Last play of the game. Derek Carr. Into the end zone. In the front corner of the end zone, it's Michael Crabtree with a sensational catch. Derek Carr rolled to his left, and he put it on the money just exactly where it had to be. Oakland Raiders 31. Your Kansas City Chiefs 30. The Kansas City Chiefs suffer their second heartbreaking loss in the last 4 days. The last 4 days we have witnessed the Kansas City Chiefs lose their mystique, lose their pride, lose their heart, lose their fundamentals, lose their physical play. And what hurts the most? The Kansas City Chiefs got hurt on defense. No defense. No sacks. Derek Carr shredded the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's be real, folks. He shredded the Kansas City Chiefs. The game went back and forth. We all know how it went. Butker kicked a 53-yard field goal. Carr hit Cooper for a flea flicker. Let's look at these sucky freaking stats again. Derek Carr was 29 of 52, 417 yards passing. Amari Cooper, 11 receptions, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Cook, the tight end, was catching everything. He caught a key 4th and 11 pass with 25 seconds left that kept the drive alive. Had 6 catches for 107 yards. And, of course, Michael Crabtree only caught 3 passes for 24 yards, but the one at the game. Chiefs fans, first I want to give props to Alex Smith. You know I'm hard on him. I want my own quarterback, but Alex Smith is in his last year with the Chiefs. I want to give Alex Smith his props for today's game. Let's look at Alex Smith's stats. Alex Smith was 25 of 36 for 342 yards, 3 touchdowns, and of course, 0 interceptions. Tyreek Hill had 6 catches for 125 yards, a 64-yard touchdown pass. Demarcus Robinson's coming into his own as a wide receiver. He's got 5 receptions, 69 yards receiving. Albert Wilson caught that one batted ball in the air, 63-yard touchdown pass. Alex Smith went deep. Alex Smith made things happen. Props to Alex Smith. But the window is closing for the Kansas City Chiefs because of our defense. Derek Johnson, love you, buddy, but you're in your 13th year, two blown Achilles tendon, ACLs. He's off. He's a step slow. The players aren't in the right spot to be successful under Bob Sutton's scheme. If you look under Red Tribe Cinema, you will see Justin Houston on the last drive where the Raiders had the ball inside the 10-yard line. Justin Houston was back in coverage. On the final play of the game, your highest paid player to get to the quarterback on your team, a guy who affects a whole shitload of space on your salary cap, is in pass coverage. I posted it on my Facebook, Shane Williams, the pictures of Justin Houston in pass coverage. It's unacceptable. Bob Sutton's scheme is unacceptable. 2 weeks ago in prime time, Marcus Peters was on the sideline bitching because Deshaun Watson was shredding the secondary. We don't like seeing Chiefs players go after our coaches, but I can understand Marcus Peters' frustration. Totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable to have your best players not in the right spot. As I've mentioned numerous times, I'm a 21-year season ticket holder from 1991 to 2011 with the Chiefs. I can't recall seeing Derek Thomas drop back in pass coverage to on critical points in the game. Could somebody please show me a video of Derek Thomas dropping back into pass coverage when the game's on the line? Could somebody show me Derek Thomas covering Ben Coates, the Patriots, down the field when the game's on the line? Can somebody show me Derek Thomas covering Clarence Kay, the Denver Broncos tight end in the early 90s, down the field when the game's on the line? I think you know the point I'm trying to make. You know, after the 2003 season, the Kansas City Chiefs had a bye. They were 13-3 and lost in the playoffs, something that we consistently do franchise history-wise on a consistent basis. After that playoff game where nobody punted, 2 days later, Carl Peterson made damn sure that Greg Robinson was fired. I don't think Andy Reid's going to fire Bob Sutton, but Andy Reid needs to know that Bob Sutton's scheme sucks. With the game on the line, I know I've said that 7 or 8 times, Justin Houston's in fucking coverage. Are you serious? Derek Carr just beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and a lot of Chiefs fans hate him. I like Derek Carr coming out of college. We took D Ford instead. We had no sacks today. So the brunt of the Chiefs' wrath falls at the defense. The brunt of this Chiefs' wrath falls at Bob Sutton, lays right at Bob Sutton's feet. And if it's going to lay at Bob Sutton's feet, it's going to also lay at Andy Reid's feet because he's okay. Sure, Bob. Sure, Bob. Go ahead and run your defensive scheme. Sure, go ahead and drop Justin Houston to coverage. Nobody else is covering anybody. Maybe Justin Houston can. Nope. Disheartening, heartbreaking loss. Props to the Oakland Raiders who had been struggling. Derek Carr shredded this defense. Like I said, he passed for 500 or 417 yards. Wow. I mean, Derek Carr is a good quarterback. The Chiefs have had his number. But ironically, Derek Carr against the Chiefs is 2-0 in Oakland on Thursday nights. But the Chiefs had this game won. They couldn't do it. Kareem Hunt had some nice stats. Let me just look at Kareem Hunt here. He had 18 catches for 87 yards. And he had another good game. He had a 34-yard run, which was good as well. You know, going forward, I want to get to the point about the Chiefs window closing. People aren't going to hang on to hopes for the 2017 season thinking it's going to be a good one. Think, well, we're going to get Tamba Hali back. Pfft, really? I love Tamba Hali. I love Derek Johnson. We don't have Eric Berry. Derek Johnson and Tamba Hali are shells of their former selves. This team isn't going to, even if somehow flukes into the playoffs, we're not going to go far because the defense has been exposed on many levels. We couldn't stop Deshaun Watson against the Texans. Good thing it was in garbage time. But what the Deshaun Watson of the Texans did, it showed, hey, the Chiefs are vulnerable in the passing game. Well, Le'Veon Bell proved the Chiefs are vulnerable against the running game. So what the Chiefs do in nickel situations is they have Daniel Sorensen out on the field next to Derek Johnson, and they run man coverage. And when they spread opposing teams wide, you have Eric Murray out on the field, who's a young and up-and-comer. You have Daniel Sorensen out on the field. Quite frankly, he isn't very good. He's a wonderful success story, undrafted by John Dorsey in the 2015 draft. He worked his way up to the team, but he's not Eric Berry. The Chiefs need to rebuild on defense. And to rebuild on defense, we need to this offseason, and no disrespect to Alex Smith. I know it's easy for me people laugh at me saying that because I am pretty hard on him. But no disrespect to Alex Smith, Tamba Hali. As I mentioned 4 days ago, when the Chiefs release Tamba Hali and Alex Smith this year, it will free up $23.5 million. $23.5 million the Chiefs need to use to rebuild their defense. I know people don't like Marcus Peters, but he's a keeper. We're going to keep him as our corner. We're going to keep D Ford because we drafted a number 1 draft pick in him. We picked up his option this year. So we're going to see what happens this year going forward. And yes, I'm thinking long term. I'm not just speaking for 2017. I'm speaking for 2018 and beyond defensively. For the Chiefs to rebuild their defense, they got to say goodbye to Derek Johnson. I love you, DJ, but a year ago, you would have had a pick six in the second quarter of tonight's game, but you were a step off. You know why you were a step off? Because you've had 2 blown ACLs. It's not your fault. We love you. We just haven't found your replacement. It's time to take a look in the mirror of this team. And quite frankly, with Bob Sutton not putting the secondary or putting any of the defense in the position to be successful, with these aging veterans, we'll be lucky to be 9-7 this year. And I don't want to hear a bunch of people say, oh no, they'll win this game, they'll win that game, they'll win this game, they'll win that. No, they fucking won't. They'll go 9-7 and they might make the playoffs because of the defense. The defense is not consistent because of Bob Sutton. Because Daniel Sorensen, when they spread the defenses out, he's the nickel next to Derek Johnson. So what you got there in the middle of the field, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. You got your corners out on man coverage, and you got an aging linebacker in the middle, and you got a free safety playing zone coverage who really isn't that good. It pains me to say it, because for years I've taken pride in the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Even when I was a little kid in the 80s, when we sucked, when we were at 4-12, we always had a good defense. We always had Kevin Ross, Albert Lewis, Deron Cherry, Art Still, Mike Bell, Angelo Snipes, Lewis Cooper, Aaron Pearson. We've always had a freaking stud defensive players. And now we just don't. And Chris Jones, he's going to be a good player, but we don't have a good coordinator to put the players in a position to be successful. It's just that simple. And by me saying we need to free up that space, yes, we need to let go of Alex Smith at the end of the year. We're going to see how it plays out. But if the defense continues to give up plays and if Bob Sutton continues to put players in position to not be successful, then it's going to be a 9-7 season. And I love the Chiefs. It pains me to say this. It pains me that I had to watch the Raiders have the ball 5 plays the last play of the game. The Raiders had it 5 plays in a row until they finally got it because we're not fundamentally sound. We can't tackle. Man, this is freaking depressing. But props to the Raiders. They stepped up when they had to. Their backs were against the wall. I like Derek Carr. Props to Alex Smith. You played your ass off. I've been your hardest critic. I will continue to do so. You've been first class, Alex Smith. You've been a gentleman, Alex Smith. You're playing your best football as a Kansas City Chief in 2017, Alex Smith. I'm just terribly sorry that your defense sucks so bad. Now, going forward, real quickly, the Chiefs will get 3 members of their offensive line back for a game 11 days from now in Arrowhead Stadium on Monday Night Football. The Chiefs will have Tom Bahali could possibly return, Steve Nelson could possibly return, but I don't trust Bob Sutton to put him in a position to be successful. So, until next Monday night, 11 days from now, I myself will be in Arrowhead Stadium giving you your Shaggyshane postgame. I will get a first-hand look at how sucky Bob Sutton has screwed up this defense, of how inept this defense is. It pains me to fucking say that shit. 11 days from today at Arrowhead Stadium, the Denver Broncos come to town. Jamal Charles homecoming. What's going to happen? I don't know. Let's see if the Chiefs can win, get to 9-7, so we can be exposed once again in the fucking playoffs. I'm not too happy. Props to the Raiders. Can't believe I'm doing this freaking show. 1 a.m. But I love my Chiefs. I want to thank my followers. Check out Red Tribe Cinema and all their clips. I love you guys. Until Monday night, be a short drive to Arrowhead Stadium. We'll do it, all right? Let's get after Denver. Let's show those Broncos that we're going to do our best. And that Alex Smith is having a good year. All right? Monday night at Arrowhead. I'll see you there, guys. Until next Monday, go Chiefs.